they wanna do. What they wanna do. Boom. What they wanna do. Kinging in my community, what can they do to me? Boom. What they wanna do. What they wanna do. Boom. What they wanna do. Kinging in my community, what can they do to me?
Being Chicarona came down from Arizona. Heard about a persona from my people in Barcelona. Plus, bitches like a chief, pluck the feathers from my ego. Bitches love the bully and they wanna go where he.
All right, we're here at Wayne's Barbershop, Antioch, California, with Blaze Montoya. What's up, man? Why don't you tell me a little bit about what the fuck you do?
I make music. I'm an artist, manager, fucking entertainer, podcaster slash producer slash goose your chick if she's hot.
I see you doing a lot of music online. What was your introduction to rap and hip hop music?
I was an MTV baby. When I was little, like MTV was the shit. It was like the YouTube of now. So when I was young, I got into like, you know, like the Bay Area artists that were out was like my first thing. DJ Quick, I like Quick from, you know, from Compton. I liked, you know, just the old shit. Like that was when I was young, because I discovered rap when I was really young. Like I used to like take my favorite tapes and verses and stuff, and I would memorize them. And like I was at the time when I was in elementary, I was in a predominantly white school, so like it was me and maybe like a couple other, like a black kid and a Mexican kid, and we would battle rap, but we wouldn't battle rap with our own lyrics. We would battle rap with our favorite verses. So I would take my favorite verse from my favorite artist, and I would put it. He would take his favorite verse from his favorite artist, and of course we had to deliver it. We had to spit it word for word, and then like all the kids around the school would just like vote and be like, oh, he was tighter on some, you know, elementary 8 Mile type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Where'd you start recording at?
I first got into the studio at. It was 1134 Studios in Pittsburgh. This was like in 2000. I recorded 2 songs, my first time actually being on the mic. And then we used to do a lot of recording in Pittsburgh at a studio called Backdoor Studios. It was my homeboy Chewy's uncle's lab, and he had like all kinds of Bay Area legends breezing through there, Be Legit, you know, you name it, and Killer Tay, and all kinds of different people. So that was really the first time I got opportunity. And I wouldn't even say it was an opportunity because we were paying up the fucking ass, bro. We were paying like, for a studio session, maybe like 6 hours, we were paying like $400 or $500, and then another like $300 for a beat. So we were really cashing out, bro. But it was high-end stuff. It wasn't like we were just recording on small shit, but we were really like, really paying a lot of money. It's like he had a big like 32-track mixing board. He had, you know, like, or more, I don't know how many tracks it was, but he had all that. I didn't really start getting into digital recording until like 2003 maybe. The 2000s when I first actually got to touch the mic and be in the studio and do something with my life.
What's part of your creative process when you're getting started working on a song?
The beat. You know, most people
start with the beat.
Yeah, well, see, I'm the type of person that is like, if the lyrics come to me without a beat, I'll just write them, and then I'll find a beat that I feel like fits to it. But a lot of times, it's a mood or a vibe. So if I get a beat and it just takes me somewhere, then that's, if I like the beat, I'm fast with it. Boom, boom, boom. It comes to me fast. If I'm kind of like helping the beat, where the beat maybe is not that fire, but you know what I mean, then it takes me a little longer. But I like to find my groove. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I could rock any beat.
So I see you not only doing a lot of work online. I've actually caught you firsthand out in the streets selling CDs. And I mean, I've done the same shit. I hella respect that hustle and that drive. With the music industry shifting towards streaming and direct downloads, how does that affect your street hustle? And are you going to continue selling physical CDs?
Yeah, it affects my street hustle just based on the fact that it just makes me want to diversify. You gotta be able to, if you're gonna have CDs, you gotta make sure you gotta have digital shit. You gotta have your same CD. Your CD gotta touch everything. You know what I mean? So like me, you gotta adapt. Exactly. Shout out to Shy, the world's best barber in the world, Wayne's Barbershop. Shy just hit it on the head. That's real talk. You gotta adapt. It's a new age.
To your environment.
And you gotta definitely be able to expand it all. Like the street hustle, the CDs. I feel like it's still beautiful because that's like a business card. You get to walk up to a person and actually not only have a chance to meet the people that like you, because I usually pass CDs out at shows, but you also get to give them a physical copy of what you got so they can actually hold it, and it leaves an impression. Yeah, it leaves an impression. Some people might have CD players, some people don't, but the fact that they have it and it's something tangible in their hands, I feel it goes a long way.
Yeah. Sell and promote your product.
So who are some of the artists you're currently working with right now? I see you doing stuff with like Chico Spitz.
That's my brother, yeah. I manage him as well. Like, I'm in management a lot right now. Like, I'm trying to look towards that more. I'm still an artist. I still make music. But my brother, Chico Spitz, I work with him a lot. Peas, Bully Wiz, Half, Jizzle. We got an album right now called Doper Than P-World Business. It just dropped a few months ago. It's still fresh out the steamer, you feel me? For all them people that like that shit, you know, that like that real hype bass sound, that classic quintessential bass signature. We got that all over the project. I work with everybody, but whoever is really down to work with me, I'm working with a new producer called Hutch Slap Something, based out of San Francisco. He's really dope. G.P.K. Felix, you know what I'm saying? We already know we got some beats already locked in, and we work, you know what I mean? So that's basically it.
Yeah, shout out to Bully Wiz getting his hair cut right now.
Getting his ears lifted, you feel me?
How about some artists that you'd like to work with in the future? Maybe some bigger names, maybe pay for a feature on a song or something. Is there anybody in the industry that you're really looking forward to working with?
There's a lot, man. I listen to a lot of people, and there's a lot of people that I like, Bay Area wise, as far as like, you know, Southern California all the way to the East Coast. So there's a lot. So, but I'm gonna keep you my short list. Like Bay Area, looking forward to working with. I would like to work with like Nefertaro. I think is dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Nefertaro. SOB's dope. G-Eazy's dope. Those would be like some dope artists to work with. Of course, besides the legends like 40 and those are like off top. Like I don't even list them because them is like automatic. You know what I'm saying? 40 and Too Short and all that. And then like Nipsey Hussle, I really like his whole vibe, his sound, the way his movement, everything's going. I like Belly from Canada. I would love to work with him one day. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot, man. But those are probably my short list. Like right now, if I go on my playlist, they're in there. You know what I mean? They're in there somewhere.
You like to fuck with Shy?
Oh, and Shy too, man. Shy all day. I got songs with Shy on, so.
Nice.
I do. I have a mixtape right now to be titled. I want to call it 5 Star Bars because that's what I initially planned. But the direction of the mixtape might change it. But for now, it's to be announced. It's a mixtape. Should be out like in a month. Then I got a solo album, about 7 tracks. That half of it's already recorded, so I just gotta do some final touches on that. And then I got another album that I'm working on with Hutch. Like I said, from Frisco. He's fucking dope as fuck. That dude like could do any kind of beat. I could just tell him like, yo, do this, do that, do this, that, and he'd get it rolling. So those are my things right now. I'm really focusing on my artists that I'm managing right now. We got Half. He got an album coming out. We're putting it together right now. Should be out in a few months. Probably I give it like 3 to 6 months. I got an artist named Peas that I'm working on. I'm working on this project too. I'm pushing him. I'm managing him. So we're trying to get his product ready. My partner, my brother. You know what I'm saying, Chico, I'm managing him, so off top, you know, I'm looking forward to the next phase in that. But, you know, yeah, I got a couple projects in there.
Right on. I mean, I know you're doing your podcast. Would you like to speak on that a little bit? What's it called? Where can we find it?
Yeah, man, I'm doing a podcast. I started it about 3 years ago. It's called the No Invite Podcast. You can find it on Instagram. The Instagram account is no_invite_podcast. And if you want to catch up on any episodes or videos or anything that I've dropped, any content regarding that, you could go to noinvite.thesly.show, SLY show, and you can check it out there, man. The podcast is cool, man. It's a way to express myself. It's another lane for me to be in, to break into this whole entertainment culture. And it's a way for me to give back and showcase artists and people that I fuck with, that I know. I've had Wiz on there. I've had all kinds of people. My partners are always going to get a reoccurring role, and if they ever, you know, whatever, if something big happens, I'm always, if you fuck with me, I'm always ready to cut my peoples in on anything that I do. So
yeah,
you know.
I see that a lot coming from you is you actually being kind of a catalyst and bringing a lot of artists together.
I try.
Yeah, and that's good. That's a positive thing, because a lot of people out here are just so focused on themselves. You know, it really is like a team effort.
Well, you know, I come from that era, like that real, like before it got kind of crazy. Like Wiz will tell you, he comes from that era too. Wiz is everywhere, fucks with all kinds of artists, all people, all over, all kinds of functions, events. He's just out there. And I come from that era too. It's always, I may not have been on my shit like that until recently. I've been more on my network and more everything, but I've always been in that whole mentality where people should fuck with each other. We should network. We should come together on something. We should piece up on this, or we should just acknowledge someone's movement or what they do. You know what I mean? So that's the era we come from now, and it's kind of different. It's not exactly, you good, brother? Come on. You know, it's not exactly like that anymore, but I mean, I feel like with people like me, Wiz, and a lot of other people out there who got Fire, which is a big movement right now, and they're all about bringing people together. I feel like, you know, we're slowly changing the culture, you know what I mean, and trying to get past all that, you know, people feeling threatened by somebody else's success type shit. You know what I mean?
So, you know, as an experienced rapper, you've kind of seen the industry change, obviously going from CDs and coming from a different era, going towards streaming and downloads. Do you have any advice for any of the up-and-coming rappers / singers and songwriters out there trying to make it and break it into this music industry?
Yeah, just be consistent and make sure that you're working your social media platforms. Like, that we're in the age of where your phone is your hub for entertainment. YouTube, WorldStar, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. You know, there's a host of different types of what's it called, apps to facilitate entertainment of that nature. So you got to think of it like this, like, you know, TV to me is fading away. You know, there's always going to be stuff that TV can do that we can't do, but it's going to be more streaming sites. I don't see the whole network and commercial type thing. They're pushing that more to online now. So you want to be on the wave, man. Like I was saying earlier, I ran into a dude. He was out on his grind, which I respect, in front of the liquor store, bunch of burnt CDs, trying to get it. The problem is that you have to. I feel like in this day and age, you have to have accessibility. So people got to be able to find you however they choose to. If they prefer Spotify, if they prefer YouTube, if they prefer Instagram, if they prefer hard copies, you want to be able to make sure that you have something for all that. Because the more ways people could reach out and touch you, the more opportunities and the more exposure you get, and that's always helpful for you as an artist. So just be versatile. Make sure that you're out there. Make sure that you're presenting your jobs and your works, and don't be closed-minded. You know what I mean? Be open-minded. There's new shit popping up all the time. This is the technology era. Some shit's gonna fade away, and new shit's gonna rise up and take its place, and you got to be very fluid and adaptable, like how Shai was saying. You got to be able to adapt.
Blaze, man, thanks a lot. Can you tell us where we can find some of your music?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that, and Wayne's Barbershop at Blaze1Diz. You can find my music on all digital streaming sites at Blaze. There's like a million fucking Blazes, so I can't help it. So the best way that I could say you look for it is go to my Rebirth Entertainment YouTube page. Anything that I have that's digital content, it will show up there. And from there, you could trace me down. You could find out my proper spelling, the names of the songs you like, and you could look me up on any digital site that you like. Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you prefer, I'm on it.
Cool, bro. Well, thanks a lot for sitting down. Thanks a lot for holding it down for the 925 Antioch, Pittsburgh area.
Hold on, bro.
There aren't enough people out here doing it the way you are,
Appreciate
and
it.
I hella appreciate it, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me on, man. Shout out to you and everything you're doing, bro. I really respect what you got going on, man, and I'm a firm supporter. And, you know, hopefully bigger and better things in 2019 from us.
Right on. Thank you.
I was coming right here like...
With it right now in this economy. Real shit.
Not.
Look at me.
We're going to do it.
Hey, with the slick
real,
tires
for real.
though, come on, man, I'm out here getting
What they wanna do, what they wanna do, boom, what they wanna do. Kinging in my community, what can they do to me? Boom, what they wanna do, what they wanna do.
/ goose your chick if she's hot and she likes it.
or not.
No, not.